Looking at the 4-hour chart, you can see the yellow line, which I've marked off there. That's the week's open. And then we've got this, the first bar of the week, which is there. That's the ideal bar. I came to the charts just after them. It was about 7 o'clock UK time when I got to the charts. So that would have been around this red bar there. So I missed out, obviously the trade would have triggered short there, but I wasn't around there. That was a 3 till 7 bar UK time, this green bar, so I wasn't awake for that. So I came in on the red bar. You can see what I did as I waited until the completion of this red bar, which is a 7 to 11 bar for me. So I waited until then. I had my long and short triggers there. Trade triggered short. You can see the first green line is my first target level. Prices went down to that pretty quickly there. It's just sort of moved around for the rest of yesterday and overnight. It's gone down a little bit more. So I woke up at the charts this morning, had a quick look at this bar, which is the 11 till 3 in the morning bar. I moved my stop to the high of that bar, classed that as my overnight high. The bar before it is the 7 PM to 11 PM previous day's bar. I don't really class that as my overnight high. I class this red bar as my overnight high. Again, rightly or wrongly, I really don't. That's how I've interpreted it. So I moved my stop. The purple line there was the stop that was moved. It worked out with the spread and everything. It was 88.80 was my stop, and the entry was 88.85. So on the last two parts of the trade, it was a small profit, but nevertheless it was a positive trade in total. So that's the main thing. Moving on to the Euro yen now. Similar story with the, if you look at the 4-hour chart there, the yellow line is the week's open. Now I've got my long and short triggers there. Again, I wasn't at the chart at this bar because of the time of the morning that it is. So it's the next bar, which is the red bar, which again was an ideal bar. So my new trigger levels were long at the top and short at the bottom. We can see the trade triggered. We've got, just scroll down there, so we've got, you see the green lines are my target levels. So we've got first target, second target, and third target there. Trade triggered short, it's gone down, it's hit first target and second target there, so I had the third target just remaining left to hit. Again, I woke up this morning and managed the trade to above that bar there, which was my overnight, the high of the overnight trading, which was around that level. So that was a high, so I managed it to there. Below first target, so the last part of the trade was actually slightly better than break even. Again, so that's a positive trade. Pips in the bag there, and we're still, you can see the price still retracing, so there's still plenty of potential left for the remainder of the week. Moving on to the next trade, which is the euro dollar. Similar story. You can see the yellow line on the 4-hour chart there. Weekly open, high, low, so we've got short trigger, my long trigger there. I came to the charts again, this big red bar there. Now as it happened, it had triggered short on the previous 4-hour bar. Price, when I got to the charts, had retraced. I think it was around this sort of level, around there. So I put my my stop order in again for the original entry as price hadn't reached the first target, so I put my stop order in on the retracement of price. It's managed to fortunately come back down and hit my first and second target levels there. You can see the third target's just off the screen. Just to show you, the third target's just off the screen. It's not gone that far down. It's hit the second target and retraced a little bit. Now, again, similar to the previous two trades that I've just looked at, I moved my stop to the high of my overnight trading area, which would have been there, but when I came to the charts, price was in this area. It had gone up and it was coming back down. It was around this area. So I decided to move the stop to the purple line there, which is the high of that bar, which would be my 3 till 7 bar. So it's still class it as the overnight high because it's still sort of before I was at the chart there. So that, as you can see, that's now stopped out for the last part of the trade. Again, I made pips in the last part of the trade, obviously not the third target pips, but I still made pips. There was my entry. And there was my revised stop. Now I don't know whether this is strictly correct what I'm doing. I've had a quick read through the strategy on the website regarding trade management and overnight highs. I'm still a little bit fuzzy on the overnight high, whether I'm calculating it right, sort of in this area here. Looking around there for my overnight high, because I've got, if I just quickly show on the charts, you've got this bar there is my 7 PM to 11 PM bar, so that's still at 7 PM I'm still around and looking at the chart just because of how my 4 hour bars open and close. So I'm still around there, so I don't class that as overnight. Next bar is my 11 PM till 3 PM. So I start classing this bar here now as my overnight bar, so that's where I'm taking my trade levels from. So I've basically got 2 bars to calculate my overnight high and lows. So we can see there, that's the 11 till 3 PM, and the next bar is the 3 AM till 7 AM. So I've used that as my overnight high. So that's the way I'm calculating it at the moment. Again, I'm not 100% whether that's right or wrong. That's how I've been doing it. Like I said, we can see it's stopped out on that trade management. So positive on 2 parts of the trade, and the third part positive, albeit not as much as it could have been.